Are subsidies generally bad? For instance, Italy, where you are, I know there are various types of subsidies. There are even subsidies for even olive millers, for example. There are subsidies even for food, millions, hundreds of millions of euros for food. There are different subsidies for different industries apart from agriculture. So why is it that when it comes to Africa, for example, for African countries that are blessed with mineral resources like Nigeria, Angola, even Ghana, removed all subsidies. The West, or even people like the World Bank, analysts like you and all others will say, oh, subsidy is bad. It's not good. It's not nice. You guys should take it away. It's depressing the revenues and all of that. This idea of subsidies, can you speak to me this morning about if subsidies are generally bad?
Hmm. That's a very good question. Thanks for that, Nancy, because also allows me to say that economists also have a stomach, and we also, I mean, um, tend to refer to subsidies with again the kind of probably prejudice you are also highlighting now. So yeah, I agree with you. Living standards have deteriorated, and the state has to take into account for that. And this is probably the hardest time in years to decide to remove subsidies on the one end. On the other, it must also be taken into account that, for instance, when it comes to Nigeria, if we look at what is the share of oil and gas revenues to in terms of government revenues, so into the budget, these are historically around 3.5% of GDP. So that gives you also a measure of how such an important sector on the one end when it comes to revenues and export receipts, where this money goes. So if you are the government and you earn 3 or 3.5% of GDP based only on oil and gas activities, and again, very crucial activities for the economy, then you have to spend on the other side around 2.5% of GDP in oil subsidies. That gives you the an idea of how imbalanced the trade is in this sector.